Okay, let me set everything up. All right. Good morning. How you doing?
Good morning. I'm good.
Oh, I'm super excited
I just
today.
downloaded one video though, but because of time. I know you did too, but
Oh no, I know. I wasn't expecting the last minute change when I sent it to. So yeah. But yeah, I'm super excited today because it's not anything to do with this video specifically, but I'm excited because I actually ran into some story stuff. And it was pretty cool. So let me get everything ready. Let's see.
Tell me when to hit the play button.
Okay. All right. Yeah, it never listens. I try to always try to set it to 0 and it's always at 1. Okay. You ready?
Yeah.
All right. And 3, 2, 1, go. Oh. But yeah, I'm really excited now.
Are you playing Christmas night? Oh, never mind. I think you'll find the Jesus though. You ran away.
If I recall correctly, I think I changed my mind. I'm like, wait, let's see how much damage I can do.
Okay.
And how much.
You did turn around. Okay.
Yeah, that's what I remember. I just wanted to kind of see, like, maybe I was overestimating this enemy. So I was like, let's test it out. Let's see. So I just kind of test out to see what his range looks like. And I was like, yeah, I'll die in 2 hits. So it's time to leave. Yeah, I don't stand a chance. So, yeah. Oh, but yeah, the story, as far as I understood, it's pretty good. I'm like, wow, surprisingly good.
A lot of detail.
Yeah,
I was watching a YouTuber. They go into real detail with all the characters. I didn't really follow the story as good as I thought. I knew some concepts, but yeah, even the side characters have stories in here, man.
Yeah, but I wasn't expecting it to be that intricate though. And the thing is like it's interesting because my experience with these games is a lot of people claim story and
oh man. Oh yeah.
Yeah, a lot of people claim story. And to an extent.
What were you thinking there? Why did you get hit with that thing? When you see how strong it was?
No, I think I forgot its range. And yeah, I was impatient. I just wanted to hurry up and see what was in this place. But yeah, I don't think I gave myself enough time to cool off and realize that I was rushing. So
you know that irony is your runes land on a dead corpse. that looks so weird. It looked like if this game was really crazy, it'd leave like your body there. Oh, he got hit again. Oh man. Was that testing seeing how much the damage of the thing hits for?
Yeah, I wanted to see if I could survive it at all, and the answer is no. So now I know, okay, yeah, this thing, because the thing is, it's like I was kind of getting tired of waiting for it, you know, because it takes so long. But I think I told you before, I didn't realize until a bit later that you soft lock yourself if you don't keep running during that one part where
yeah.
And so I don't know if I realized it at this point. It's hard to say, but I eventually figure it out, and then you know, that's how I finally prevail. But yeah, I really hate this thing, like, because this isn't combat. This is like an amusement park or something like that. So it's kind of annoying. It's just like,
so you ran across that, you know, right across, you can jump down and you can speed dash faster, get ahead of the chariot.
oh, I never figured out how to do that. I did it the old-fashioned way.
Yeah, because you can actually jump off and jump down.
See?
Because it opens up. Yeah.
Oh, see how
Another
annoying
side.
it is?
Yeah.
Oh, man. If you can't tell, I hate this place. Like, I hate when, like,
I can three more like this, so.
know what I'm saying? But it's like, I hate when, like, it's not combat that's killing you. Like, it's some weird mechanic like this, and you have to figure it out. Like, and see, that's why I was like, oh, it went the wrong way. So I was like, I can probably make it. Oh, that was close. And see, I did it the right way.
You know about the thing here? Point? Yep.
See? Now I did it the right way. Because now I know it's down here.
You see that gargoyle, he's squatting down. Not. Backstab, nice. That was nice.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, now I'm upset.
Do you understand the squat mechanic?
I'm still learning some stuff, but yes, for the most part I do. For the most part.
Yeah, they built in the squat mechanic to help. Again, for close, you want to be sneaky. It helps hide yourself presence from enemies.
Yeah, I mean it's pretty intuitive though. I think I've been able to tell what enemies you can hide from and which ones you can't. So like for example, when I went to that camp in front of the castle, like I don't even call him the boss, but like the tough enemy there, people like that you can't really squat from, you know. Like, I mean, they'll kind of look at you and they probably won't engage, but like they won't consider you invisible, if that makes any sense. Like they can still see. Now you see that little ledge down there? Yeah, you see that ledge down there?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna go explore that later. But yeah, I wanted to see what was down here first, and so yeah, I never got around to jumping down here yet. But yeah, whether you could tell or not, I really couldn't see anything, so I was so glad to be able to bring out my torch.
Yeah. And these are the booby trap?
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
I was so happy. I was like, oh, finally got past that stupid chariot. Mm-hmm. See? And I'm thinking real hard. I'm like, all right, I feel like there's no way I can engage him and get the first hit in, but I'm gonna try anyway. And no, I wasn't able to. So I was like, yeah. So annoying. But oh yeah, what like I was saying, so I'm seeing a little bit of the story, and compared to the old games, like there was always story. I just didn't like their storytelling, the way that they did it, you know. And another thing is, it's not like I really cared either. Like, it was just a fun game to play, like the other ones. So the story was kind of like, I took it piece by piece. So, like for example, individual character stories, those were pretty easy to understand. The overarching story, for the most part, was pretty easy to understand in the old games. But like trying to get like the intricacies and stuff, like you had to do a lot of reading and all that. And you know, that's not particularly bad, but it's just not a style that I'm a fan of, you know. Especially in games like this, where like, where do you read? You know, because like for the most part, if you're not paying attention, you die. Like these games don't really give you a whole lot of places to like say, okay, now I'm gonna read this. Like, so I don't know. It's just, it seemed to be a contradiction to the type of hostile environment they were putting you in. But with this one, you know, I think they still have some of that, but a lot of stuff, they just straight up, I don't know if I say they straight up tell you, but like they're not cryptic about it. Like they have very clear goals and they'll tell you what they are. And you don't have to read a bunch of items to figure it out, you know? Now I'm sure it's probably a lot deeper and you might find out somebody's lying to you and stuff by reading stuff, but yeah, for the most part, like I understand what I'm doing now. So
okay.
Yeah, at least my character, because it's funny, without giving too many spoilers, you remember we were having a conversation, I was saying something to the extent of being interested in the treasure.
Yeah.
Well, there's an NPC who basically was bringing up that they want to find the treasure. And I was like, oh, so do I. So I was like, I think this is the NPC that I was looking for. So that was interesting. I was like, see, the game understands me. You know, I'm sure it's all a coincidence, but it just felt so good when.
Did you notice the bad guy here? Did you notice where the bad guy was hiding?
No. Yeah, because this is me. Like, usually what I do is I look at the walls.
There's two of them.
Yeah, I look at the walls and I start clicking. I start clicking the target button to see if anything pops up.
Yeah.
And nothing popped up, and I didn't believe it. So I'm just like, all right, what should I do here? Because I don't believe that this room is empty. Like, this is the perfect place for an ambush. So I think I'm trying to figure out like what my plan's gonna be, because yeah, I don't trust it. But for the most part, I think I couldn't find anything, so I had to just go with the fact that maybe I'm overreacting. So yeah, look, nothing's popping up. I mean, I'm looking.
Yeah.
So I mean, maybe they did something.
Like one is right above the one right
so first
above the ceiling, and then another one's hiding under like the bridge.
So yeah, I look up. I don't see anything.
Yeah.
I look up again.
You know what I mean? Like right where the item is all the way up top. You look above.
Yeah, I'm looking. Now I see there's a hole. So I'm like, now this reminds me of there's a place called the Undead Asylum, and there's a hole in the ceiling, but I think you can actually see the boss. I don't remember, but I figure some boss is gonna fall down from that hole in the ceiling. So I was like, okay, well, as long as that's all I have to worry about, I should be fine. But of course, this is a Souls game, and that's not how it works. So yeah, my first thing is I'm just trying to figure out like, okay, if things don't go my way, how can I escape? So that's just kind of me looking around to see what my options are. And in this game, it's hard to tell. Like, I mean, I get it now, but like, it's hard to tell what places you can jump to. You know, at first, like, especially if you're used to the old games, because like this fall right here that I'm looking at would kill you in the old games. It's too far. So yeah, this is.
That's not using that yet. Nope, that's right.
Yeah. See? Now, if you can't make it, it'll shatter, and that's how you can tell if you can. So I'm like, okay, well, at least I know what to do. So the enemy's gonna drop from the ceiling, and I'm just gonna.
Can you grab that item?
And I'm like, oh, just gonna hit. And I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, okay. I see how it is. So now I know. I'm like, all right, fair enough. So now I know what to expect. But now I noticed that I can't get back up there. So I'm like, all right, well, have to try again later.
Keep on stepping on that dead body. That's best.
I mean, I don't think he minds. Do you? No, I think he'll be fine.
No, I'm just saying the game was paying attention to the details. Like, yeah, there's something there, so your body gets extra. Look down, going back down, look down, going back up.
You like the little
yeah, I have to pay attention to details, huh? I'm just noticing them. It's like it doesn't have to do that.
I mean, that's
because you have to sneak in there and just sit there.
But yeah, that's signature from software though. I got to give them to them though. That's one of their things they're noted for is their attention to detail.
Yeah, can you hear the fire crackling too?
Yeah, I'm never sure, so I have to be sure. So that's good too. So
that's not always good. That's the purpose of the item. So
it actually has a few other uses too.
Yeah.
But I'm sure you know what they are. But I'm gonna showcase some of the other ones a little later. But yeah, the little things, you know, they're useful when you need them.
You don't know if there's something down there.
I was expecting to get attacked. Usually this place is where a bunch of undead things rise up and start attacking you. So I'm waiting for the skeletons and they never show up. And I'm surprised that that's not poison. That's another thing.
Yeah, not that mean.
I'm like, wait, what? This isn't poison?
No.
I'm like, oh.
Just dirty water.
I'm surprised. I'm like, wow, they're not trying to murder me, huh? I was like, all right, that's cool. I mean, I can't be mad at that.
They want to murder you, those monsters will taste after you down there.
Oh, yeah, that'd have been horrible. Yeah, see what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Tab, little tab. But it's already up, so all you do is step on that square.
Yeah, but this is around the time when I start to kind of really get annoyed by the white signs. I'm not quite like fed up just yet, but I'm kind of annoyed, and this is when I'm just like, yeah, I'm gonna start ignoring those things because they're not nearly as helpful as they used to be in the old games. So
there are people that are being trolls because these are people white signs, and there's actually white signs in the game to help you too, like real white signs.
Yeah, but
devs put there.
It's hard to know the difference, you know.
Oh yeah, turn off the turn off the online. Yeah, put off one. Don't get rid of it.
And I'm like, oh, I want that item. But there's a guy looking right at me.
Spirit Warrior.
Yeah, you gonna laugh at this one. But yeah, so you know what I was thinking too, I haven't quite started it, but I'm thinking about starting a journal of sort of like a bestiary for all of the enemies in the game. And kind of talk about like all of the weaknesses that I discovered. And maybe kind of like I don't know, at the end make a video kind of just talking about all the weaknesses for all of the enemies that I found. That kind of makes them easier to deal with. Because I noticed like there were some enemies that like were just giving me a hard time. And I was like, what? And I could not figure out how to yeah, that's annoying to me right there. Yeah, that I hate that so much. I'm just like, man, that rotating, man, like, oh, what an annoying. Watch this. This is so funny. You gonna laugh. And I'm like, all right, what? Oh man, now I'm just like,
you teleport yourself?
I'm trying not to die. I'm like, what do I do now?
Teleport yourself. Oh, you don't have to bring out your map?
Well, the problem is, here's the funny thing. The problem is if you have an enemy looking at you, you can't teleport.
No, it has the music though. Like, I could tell he's not looking at you. I know you look like he's looking at you, but you're not making that noise. Like, it makes a noise when you try to teleport.
Ah.
It'll go and make a noise when you try to do it. It'll say you can't do it. You didn't even switch it yet, to your map.
I forgot how I respond to this one. Maybe I try the map. I'm not sure.
I see.
I'm not sure what I do here.
What? You didn't find no accessories yet?
I actually did. I just I didn't know any. I didn't know about it. Yeah.
You saw the blink, man.
Well, I was thinking that that was just some item that I didn't get yet that you can equip, like a ring or something. So yeah, I don't know, like I'm still trying to figure stuff out. I forget exactly when I discovered that you can yeah, I died here. Oh, I guess I knew that I could survive.
He's like, I'm surprised that guy didn't die from that. Oh, that was some cheap stuff right there.
Nope, he teleported.
Oh, he teleported?
He teleported. I thought the same thing at first, but he actually teleported. That enemy can teleport. Yep.
Really?
I told you, I'm making a whole bestiary of these enemies because they have these weird rule sets. So like, for example, there's this one enemy that I ran into, right? And I can tell that enemy's kind of designed around the Dark Souls 2 rogue that was real popular in PvP. And when I describe it to you, you'll know what I'm talking about. So basically, it's a character who has a sword in one hand and a crossbow in another hand. And basically, they switch back and forth between long and close range. And it's the kind of like...
I know that. That soldier gets you like multiple shots, already exposed to shots, and then he gets like
right. So the thing is, right, with a rogue character, their weakness is they don't have a whole lot of poise, right? So that's your advantage, is basically you can stun lock them to death if you get the first hit. Not with that opponent. That opponent's just like, oh no, you can't stun lock me. And I'm like, wait, what? What are you talking about? It's like, you don't have no armor. He's just like, I don't care. And it's weird because if I recall correctly, that enemy has more poise than the Black Flame monks. And you would think, wait a minute, I thought the black, and this is where I find out that you can keep running. So because I see that it didn't catch up. I was like, oh, I could have kept running. I was like, okay. Duly noted. But yeah, and then there's this other enemy. Man, like well, the strategy for them I found out was pretty easy. So I'm not sure what their strengths are. I guess maybe it's the fact that like they are invisible and you're right up on them by the time you discover where they are, but it's like it's kind of easy to figure that puzzle out. So I don't even know if that enemy's worth kind of like describing. It's like, those one in the woods, the little hunter guys. Yeah, like I don't know, like they're kind of easy to figure out. It's just that they're really cheap. Oh, you see, he tried to be sneaky. You see that? He tried to pretend he didn't see me. I was like, oh, you jerk. There we go. But yeah, it's just
Oh, I forgot about that.
I think I thought I disabled that trap.
Yeah, you did, but it reactivated.
Say the rules. They changed the rules on me.
No, I think this one reactivates. The other one does. The other ones don't. Or it might have glitched. Who knows? Cause you're right. They should be stay deactivated.
Oh yeah, baby. Oh, that's my favorite thing to do.
I didn't know that one enemy because there are enemies that do teleport and there are special cases, but I didn't know that enemy teleports. That's interesting. Are you gonna be able to grab this accessory this time?
Mm-hmm. I'm just like, okay, I need a plan. So I was like, okay, well, I'm probably gonna die, but I need to see what this item is. So let's at least get the item. So that's the plan. And I'm wondering, I'm like, where the heck is he? And I'm like, there he is. All right, so first of all, get him down.
No. You need to get an accessory to give you that long range or a large goal.
Oh, nah, I figure it out. I'm like, nah, you coming down, buddy. There you go.
Oh, you got him, nice.
Mm-hmm. Nah, you coming down, buddy. So that's my thing. I'm trying to get him to cross the bridge. But it's like he refuses to do it. And I forgot how I bait him. I think I'm trying to bait him here to come across. He's just like, nope.
Where you coming?
Oh, I think this is where I realized that I don't want to fight. Oh, I'm like, yeah, I don't want to fight this guy. So I'm like, all right, let's see if I can cheese this dude.
Are you gonna activate the trap?
Mm-hmm. Watch this. See how little it took off? I'm like, yeah, that's not gonna work. That's crazy how much health that thing has.
Nice. That's a good item.
So now I'm like, uh-oh.
Oh.
Whee! And I'm just like, all right, here we go. Whee! All right. Quick smash and grab, baby. That's what I like to see. Oh, man.
Hey, you trying to see I thought you eat, they healed you up.
Mm-hmm. Hold on, I gotta grab something real quick. Could you take over real quick? I'll be right back.
Okay. So moving on. Character looking forward and waiting for the elevator to come. The elevators are always funny. They always kind of hide stuff in the walls and stuff. Yeah, 0 hit points basically. I'm guessing yes, like 5 to 10 hit points. Oh, someone died. Nice. They're teleporting night. Stonesword. They're really good to have. So you decided to teleport here? Or you gonna jump off? Or you gonna find a secret hidden trick? Oh, not wise. He's like, what was that? That is fucking a wall. No, I know you're there. It's hugging the wall. It doesn't need a seat. It's a golem.
Sorry about that. I'm back.
There you go. I saw it. You're right. He does teleport. Dang. You got it on video.
Mm-hmm. Oh, man. Oh, I wonder. Oh, yeah, so I did get the item.
Yeah.
Now I'm like,
but you missed those pots. There's pots you can actually shoot down and destroy the chariot.
oh.
Like at night bothering you, so you won't be able to do it.
Jerk.
Yeah, the tank will get you.
So I gotta time it just right. And I'm like, all right. Yeah. Oh, couldn't do it. I was like, okay, I gotta. Yeah, you see how strict it is? Like, I don't like that. Like, that's really, really strict. And you gotta do it just right or else you're gonna get ran over. And that's why I say I hate this, man. Like, I get it, you know, it's part of the challenge. But it's like, oh, it's just so frustrating. Whee! Just in time. That, you see how strict that was? That's crazy. That's crazy how strict that is. That's borderline unfair. Whee!
No, that did not work.
I mean, I tried. I was trying to see how you get down to the rest of the place, but that's like I told you. If you don't do it right, you'll soft lock yourself, and you have to jump down there. Like, so that's like if you can tell, I'm getting really frustrated. I'm like, oh my goodness, I hate that chariot. Oh my goodness. Now I'm not quite fuming right here, but I'm like, I'm close to it. And that's when you start making mistakes. But don't worry, I don't. Cause now I'm like, it's that you know when you're upset. Oh man, never mind, I do make mistakes.
No.
I'm talking trash. I'm like, see, this is why I don't make no mistakes. And then I get poisoned. But yeah, see, I came prepared.
You're rolling in there, they make you get poisoned faster. And it's some razors. You gotta wash yourself. Yeah, the reason it keeps on building up is because your clothes is soaked in poison. And you got poisoned again. Yeah.
So I'm like, whatever.
For that soap, the wash yourself. Yeah.
Yeah, I was meaning to use that soap. I just never found a good time. So you can even wash yourself of like stuff like that, right? Like if you get poison on you, you can clean it off.
Poison, blood. Yeah, it cleans off your clothes. It won't disable the status. Then you need a potion and or whatever. It gets rid of status.
Oh, okay, but it just makes your character look clean.
Well, it gets off the thing because it's a build-up, so it'll keep building up until you get off your clothes.
Okay. Do you need water to do it?
No.
Okay, so just the soap.
Yeah. Well, if it rains, it'll wash your clothes off too naturally. So I thought that was pretty cool.
Now I wonder if this is where I figured out that you can outrun the chariot. I guess because nothing else was working, so I just decided to go for it. Cause I was like, yeah, nothing else is working, so.
You didn't grab your soul. You almost died. Why'd you stop there?
Oh, cause I thought it was gonna run me over. And that's when I realized, I'm like, oh, it's not coming. And I was like, wait a minute, something's off here. So I was like, I hear it, but I don't see it.
It's on the other side.
See? Yeah. Hold up. First, I gotta see. I gotta see where exactly he goes. Now I'm like, okay. Now I can go. Yeah, ain't nobody over here, buddy. It's like, nah, I don't believe that. Get down. I said, suckers get up to get me down. And I don't know why I didn't bother to check if you can jump from this ledge, but I guess I was just too flustered. But I'm gonna come back here though. I think that yeah, that chariot just had me like way too just frustrated to play the usual way where I just kind of like scout everything. But yeah, I'll definitely come back and check it out because I want to see what's down on that other. Oh, and I want to kill those guys with the 6 arms too. I think I can now. Like I think my character's strong enough to kill him now.
Okay.
I was like, what? I was like, you gotta be kidding me. That's crazy. I was like, there ain't no way. I was like, oh no.
Oh, you're not leaving.
Don't worry,
You ran to that bathroom.
I get revenge.
Yep.
So I'm like, oh, so that's where I learned about this mechanic. Well, they do tell you about it, but I never had to use it. So I was like, oh, well, look at that. Isn't that convenient? So now I'm just like, oh, well, I guess I can get me some revenge now. At least I'm assuming that's what I was thinking at the time.
Are you in?
I'm like, all right, let's go. So I'm like, oh man, you got sweeping attacks and slamming attacks. I was like, all right, let's get an offense going, slaps. I'm like, all right. I mean,
dog is surviving.
So it's time to get an offense going. But see, once he gets a piece of them, that's it.
Yeah.
So I'm like, that's when I realized that yeah, I can't beat this boss. Not if like I haven't even taken him down to half and he's already like tearing up my wolves. And you see how little damage I did, so I'm like, yeah, I'm not gonna win. But I'm just trying to see if I can at least stun him, but see how much he moves? Like by the time I reach him, like I ain't got no stamina left. I was like, oh man. Now there is an answer for that. I don't end up using it here, but I think I was talking to Kane, he was having like a similar problem trying to make a character. And one of the things that I brought to his attention was that the first thing I recognized in here is that there's some enemies that when they're fighting you, they can disengage combat whenever they want. And a lot of times it becomes a match of you trying to chase them. And I'm thinking to myself the whole time, I'm like, well, how do you catch them because your character's so slow? But of course there's like arts that like help you compensate for that. So you can shoot projectiles. You know, there's a quick step, like I think I'm using, I don't know what they call it in this game, but it's called quick step in
Yep, it's called quick step.
Okay.
Burned you.
So yeah, this is me basically getting my souls back. Remember I told you I don't lose souls.
Yeah.
I'm like, nope, I'm gonna get those souls. Now I'm trying to figure out how I'm gonna do that. So I'm like, all right. So they're locked behind this fog. So I was like, I'm coming up with different strategies to try to die real fast so that I drop them before I even get in here. Dang, just look how much damage that thing does. Oh my goodness, it's disgusting. Oof. There's no way. I mean, I would have to bash my head against this boss for maybe like 2 hours before I maybe even got close to like beating him.
Learning mechanics and the hitboxes and stuff.
Yeah, but I'm not doing that. I'm not interested.
I agree.
Yeah, I'm not interested. I need nice, simple, quick solutions.
Yeah, the only way you can do it, you gotta get a special accessory that you can actually get it replaces your runes with that item. So those souls are lost.
Oh no, I got them. I'm gonna show you. You're gonna learn something today.
Okay.
Yeah, you're gonna learn something from me. I told you, like, this stuff is educational.
Trying to cherry come down there.
Good night.
Kill them all.
And that's why I realized, oh, that's why they're not worth anything. Because they don't want you coming down here and cheesing these enemies. Because the answer would be like, fight them, kill them all, let the chariot run you over, grab your runes, and then do it all over again.
Yeah.
And so they're just like, nah, we're not doing that. Because I couldn't figure out, I was like, why are they not worth anything? Like, that doesn't make any sense. But once I got down here, I was like, oh, okay. I see why they did that. But yeah, you're going to learn something today. Now I'm not sure what I'm doing here. I think I'm just trying to come up with a strategy. I don't know what going through my menu does, but there we go. I think that was the trick. Yeah, I think I figured it out there. That should have worked. At least I would hope so. It did.
That's cool.
And there you have
you can do that.
You learned something from me. See, we're already making progress. Now here's the sad part. Here's the sad part, right? So I have an entire series dedicated to showing like little stuff like that. And it's like, it just made a bunch of people mad. And I was like, wouldn't you want to know stuff like this? Like, I don't understand. It's like the devs take every opportunity to troll you. Like, that's kind of the fun in it. Like the devs troll you, you troll the devs. Like, oh, that was weird. You see that? Watch this. Woo, that's the teleporting that I was talking about. There we go. That's what I like to see. No, you stay out there. Yo, that's what I said. Okay, I'm gonna have fun with this thing. I was like, I'm not the only one who's gonna get trolled. And this is basically me fighting back. See, he's trying to kick me into it.
Yeah.
I'm like, nah, bruh. I understand this game now. So I was like, now I'm trolling back. So yeah, this is kind of like what I like to showcase. Is just like I get my revenge. So I'm like, all right, I understand this place now. So it's time to leave. Woo! Yeah.
Oh yeah, go up the stairs. There's a little mini boss up there.
I think I'm trying to lure. Yeah, I'm trying to lure the chariot over here, and then I'm gonna make a mad dash for it. Because I understand.
So you are going.
Yeah, I understand it now. So that's why I'm doing stuff like this. Because I'm like, okay, I get it. And this is just like, nope. If I didn't know any better, that would have killed me. But I was like, no, I get it now.
I am the leader of the knights.
Whoop, 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 whoop. Good night. All right.
Yeah, I ran over.
So satisfying.
Yeah.
You see why I love doing stuff like this? Oh man. It's so underappreciated. That's why I said, like, oh man, like this is gonna be something special. And just wait till you see some of the other stuff I do. It's like you're gonna love it. But I'm glad you learned at least one thing from me. So I think it's maybe two things. Like, so the one thing I think you didn't know about was that if enemies don't see you do bonus damage, or did you know that?
No, I already knew that.
Okay, so you knew that.
I didn't know that enemy could teleport, like, follow you like that.
Okay. I mean, I don't know if that's really me showcasing it. That's more like, you know.
No, like, well, most people, like, I don't think most people know that guy can teleport like that.
Oh. So yeah, this is me basically saying, all right.
Like, one enemy like that. Huh?
This is me basically like, all right. Yeah, he's one of those slow, staggering enemies that I hate. And I'm just like, so I'm like, I can actually win. That's when I realized I could actually win. And I was like, all right. And that's game.
Nice.
Good night.
Woo! Yeah.
Oh man, that felt good.
Dragon kill thing that you want to do dragon power, so.
Oh, I need that to do it. Oh, okay.
No, you don't need it. It's an incarnation. It's an incarnation spell thing. There's different ones, but that one purposely boosts his dragon abilities. So since you say you want to do dragon abilities, I'll increase your dragon abilities a little bit, like 15% or whatever damage or something.
Okay, so listen. You ready? So
yeah.
I am still considering it, right? But it's like you said, I found this assassin's book and I gave it to the cleric guy, and now I'm thinking that I might do something different. Because you were correct.
Yeah.
So we'll see. We'll see. I still do want drag. Oh, by the way, I guess I'll tell you this. Did you know that a lot of the beast creatures are weak against fire?
Yeah.
So I think I still want the Dragon Breath because it'll be a nice little trump card. Because, and here's the funny thing, I remember Kane telling me about these hand creatures that would make me upset. And I can see how they would, but it's like I said, I had a lot of firepower, and they were weak against it. So I didn't really have that much trouble against them. But I can see how you can, because they're really tough. So I was like, I got lucky because, I had the proper equipment to deal with them. So, but I knew what he was talking about. I was like, yeah, I can see how these would be annoying, but I figured out their little gimmick really quickly. But don't worry, you'll get satisfied, because there is some enemies that I'll keep falling for again and again, and you're gonna probably enjoy that. But though that enemy, it was pretty I won't say easy. I just had a lot of resources.
You kind of hands, but the problem is there's some hands later on that are really big, and they give you a hard time.
Yeah, we'll see.
Give you a hard time with it. Yeah. But those ones in that place, I didn't have issues in that place that Kane had issues.
Yeah, but we'll see. We'll see. Because for the most part, it feels like most things were kind of like smooth sailing. So, and I think
I'm trying to kind of run through it, but if you kill every monster one at a time, you don't have to worry about it. Especially if you feel like you're getting beat up, you can run to a safe area, so activating a whole bunch of monsters coming after you.
Ah, man. But yeah, I'll definitely be coming back here later, though. Right now, I'm just like, I gotta get out of this place.
Yeah, I'm done.
But I'll be back. Because now I know how the chariot works. I know how the enemies work. I'm a lot stronger. I'll probably fight the boss and take the boss out, and then write this off my list of stuff to do.
Okay.
So yeah. I don't think you have any idea how relieved I was to climb this ladder. I was like, oh, man.
You're ran mode. I'll just click the map and teleport. I won't do that.
I think I had a different impression of how that mechanic worked. Yeah, because I remember there were some cases where it was saying I couldn't leave, and so I just assumed that, yeah, certain places you can't fast travel.
No, you can fast travel everywhere. You can set some places because of the situation. For the story purposes, you can't teleport out of it. Nice. But that was pretty fun. That was very enjoyable. I did learn something new. I did not know. I thought you had to get the special accessory to get your soul. So I really said that's pretty cool, man. That's a really helpful tip. I never saw someone do that. Is it like a trick from Dark Souls 2 or 3?
I would probably say I learned that more from 1. Because 1 had and listen, don't get me wrong, I understand why people like that game. I would say Dark Souls 1 is my least favorite. And so that's probably where I learned most of the little tricks and stuff like that, because I was really angry about a lot of the ways that I died in that game. So to try to recover my stuff, I tried to find ways. And remember, I was telling you to die on my own terms, and I could decide where it is that my souls would drop. And so that's the first game kind of set the tone for how I started playing the others. In Dark Souls 2, I wasn't really that obsessed with souls and stuff, because it felt like it was a lot easier to control the situations, because your character, I won't say the controls were smooth. They were definitely better than Dark Souls 1, but I felt like I had more control of my character in the second game. And in the third one, it's like, I don't know, I felt like they took 2 steps back. This is weird. Like, all right, I'll give you a perfect example. So in Dark Souls 2, one of the things you get used to is timed rolling and stuff, right? So when bosses and enemies and stuff attack you, you have to be careful about when you roll, because rolling uses a lot of stamina, and rolling isn't fully invincible unless you're I forgot which stat it is, but it's some stat you have to kind of have pretty high, and almost your entire roll is invincible, right? So you really have to time your rolls, right? But in Dark Souls 3, they kind of really leaned into you just kind of spamming the roll button. And I don't know, I'm not a fan, because there was a lot of cliffs, and like they'll have these enemies who attack like, you know, hobgoblins all over the place, and your character doesn't really realistically have the tools to like properly dodge it, and so you're just kind of spam rolling your dodges, and then you get clipped because it's hard to time it, and then you go flying off a cliff or something. It's just, I don't know, I wasn't a fan. Yeah, I wasn't a fan of the mechanics for Dark Souls 3. But in Elden Ring, I would say it controls a lot similarly to Dark Souls 3. And a lot of the enemies are kind of like, they attack rapidly, but there's a lot of answers you have for that besides just spam and roll. Like, you can quick step, for example. There's some shields where you can just ram into them. Like, what are you doing? I'm better than you. And then just like knock them on their butt. You can do the little thing that I think I saw you doing where you block and then you come with your own attack, and then they can knock them to their knees and stuff. So there's a lot of answers you have for like enemies like being super aggressive that didn't exist in the older games. So I like that, you know. But that was so dumb. I remember once I was invading somebody. I'll probably show you a clip of this one day. And it was me, and it was like 2 enemies, and we were just swinging. And the dude couldn't get out, like he was trapped. And he just kept spamming roll, and for like, I promise you, for about a good 15, 20 seconds, something like that, it was just this sonic ball that we were swinging at that we were missing. And I was just rolling my eyes at this point, waiting for him to run out of stamina, which didn't happen, like I said, for about 15, 20 seconds. And then finally, like, one of the enemies got a piece of him. I got a piece of him. And then he ended up dying by getting stomped on by some other enemy. But he managed to get out of that trap by spamming roll. I was so annoyed. Yeah, I'll show you. Like, when you actually see it for yourself, you'll see how ridiculous, like, the mechanics are in that game. It's just obnoxious. But anyhow, I won't hold you up. I know you have stuff to do. I appreciate you joining me today. I know this is a shorter one.
Yeah, that's okay. But I enjoyed it. It was really impactful. So I learned 2 things in your playthrough. So.
Mm-hmm. Don't worry, I've got more. There's a lot more where that came from. But all right, so you enjoy the rest of your day, and I will talk to you soon.
Oh, good.
All right. Later.
Later.